What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to go over 7 things that would happen in the WWE if Vince McMahon retired right now. Number 7, the Triple H era begins. It is very clear that Vince McMahon has kind of lost his touch. Although he has created some successful wrestlers such as Braun Strowman, he does fail with many other guys such as Mike Bennett and a lot more that I can name. Seriously, he gave up on Mike Bennett only after a couple of weeks. Anyways, a lot of fans believe that NXT has been much more successful than the main roster, and Triple H is the man to thank for that. It would be a toss-up between Shane McMahon and Hunter taking over the company, but ultimately, I think Triple H and Stephanie McMahon would be the smarter choice, as Triple H has been proving himself with his work down in NXT. Triple H understands what the fans want, and he has an idea of how it is being a full-time wrestler. It certainly would be interesting to see how the first few weeks would go down. Number 6, a big tribute to Vince McMahon. I think if Vince McMahon were to retire right now, the WWE would have a big tribute to him on Raw. We would probably see all of his awesome moments from the Attitude Era, from getting hit in the head with a frying pan or getting soaked in beer. It would be really cool if we also saw him with old-time rivals backstage. Imagine him and Stone Cold Steve Austin. The final image would probably be him in the ring with all the wrestlers and special guests on the stage. While he's waving the crowd and the audience at home goodbye, he would receive a standing ovation for all the hard work he has done. This would be very similar to Ric Flair retiring. Overall, it would be a very sad moment. Number 5, much more opportunities. Let's be 100% honest right now, Vince McMahon doesn't give too many opportunities to people. Wrestlers like Sami Zayn and Cesaro would never be pushed just because Vince McMahon doesn't like them or he doesn't see them as the future of the company. Once Triple H takes over the company, be ready to see a wave of a ton of new guys showing what they have to offer every week. Ty Dillinger would be featured way more on television, the Fashion Police would be stars, and if this was around WrestleMania 33 season, Luke Harper would probably be in the triple threat match with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt for the WWE title. So many more wrestlers would love to be working within the WWE because they wouldn't be pushed aside and left on the shelves to collect dust. This would also cause many more wrestlers to join, such as the Young Bucks and more. Number 4, a change in the programming. Another thing you should be prepared for are the changes that will be made on WWE TV programming. Raw possibly being cut down to 2 hours when their deal with cable ends, NXT becoming a bigger focal point of the company, Road Dogg losing his job because, let's be completely real, he ruined SmackDown Live, which was a great show only a year ago, and I'm curious to see what would happen with Kevin Dunn. This man makes the most money in the WWE, and he's a fool. Triple H would probably give him a smaller role in the company, and he wouldn't have a huge say in creative choices. I truly believe that the company would run a lot smoother when Triple H takes over. Vince changes his mind too often and at the very last second, so a lot of things feel clustered up and like clunky. Hunter knows what he's going to do and how he wants things done. Number 3, Hall of Fame induction. This is probably the most likely thing to happen because Vince McMahon is a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. The man created the company, he has to be in the Hall of Fame, you know? The question is, who will be inducting him? I would want him to be inducted by a longtime rival and the man who helped him save the company, Stone Cold Steve Austin. If it wasn't for these two feuding, who knows if we'd be even watching the WWE. We might be watching WCW, you know? Stone Cold most definitely has a ton of backstage stories of Vince McMahon, and it would be a blast to hear them all. Some more possibilities to induct him are John Cena, his family, Triple H, or even The Undertaker. Comment below who you guys think will induct him. Number 2, ungrateful fans. When Vince McMahon does retire, there will be a small percentage of fans who will be happy with him retiring. They will say things along the lines of, "Finally, Vince McMahon left, let's go." These people will forget all about the great things he has done with the company. Although he isn't doing the best work right now, it is important to remember how he made this company a huge hit. Some of his greatest creations include The Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, and the greatest creation of them all, WrestleMania. Hopefully these fans turn out to be like the next number. Number 1, people apologizing and thanking him. Some of the fans who will be saying that Vince McMahon ruined WWE will be apologizing for all the things they said in the past. After they apologize, they will thank him for all of his duties. I would like to say it now, I love Vince McMahon for all that he has done, but I haven't been one of the nicest guys when it comes to his most recent decisions, but I do respect and thank him for everything he has done. Thank you, Vince. And that is it for the video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Pllana, and I'll see you all later.